you surprised that the Lakers are on the verge of being swept by the Nuggets?
No, no. I think if anybody's been paying attention to the NBA basketball landscape, that's a bad matchup for the Lakers. Now, if this were the Lakers against OKC, the Lakers against Phoenix, I think we all would be having a very different conversation. But the reality is, even if you were to tell me in this type of world that Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic were even to LeBron James and AD, I would still tell you that the Nuggets had a major advantage from Michael Porter Jr., KCP, and Aaron Gordon, Aaron Gordon last night was an absolute beast.
Yeah.
I mean, 28 points, 15 rebounds, just the way he played, dominating. Like, they just dominated that physical matchup of the game. And then my biggest takeaway from last night, because I always felt like Denver was a better team, was just D'Lo to have 0 points.
Oh, Lord.
0 points. Stephen A., I'm watching the game last night, and I'm often thinking to myself that, first off, delusions are grandeur, right? Like, if we're in a battle, if you and I are debating somebody, even if we're down, we believe we can win.
We believe.
Ain't nobody going to tell us we're going to lose.
No.
We're going to keep fighting all the way to the end.
Absolutely.
With 3:47, to watch him check out and not be involved in the huddle. Now, I don't know if he's on his cell phone. I don't know if
D-Lo?
he's eating snacks.
Yeah.
D-Lo, the video's out there. I was watching the game last night. I saw it on the NBA feed.
Yeah.
To me, like, this is a very, and people can sit up there and say, well, LeBron James, he ain't on his cell phone, and that's LeBron James. Rules are different for LeBron James than they are for D'Angelo Russell.
That's right.
But for him to have 0 points and then check out this way, this is one of the most selfish things I've ever seen. This is a slap in the face of LeBron James and the Lakers organization. And to me, frankly, I was appalled even watching it, because you need everybody to be pulling in the same direction. And that, to me, kind of epitomizes one of the bigger issues lying within the Lakers organization. Because if I were to see that in my huddle, I don't know if I want that back on my team next year.
Okay. Couple of I don't need the highlights right now. I need an ISO. Right here. I'm waiting. D'Angelo Russell. What a disgrace. An embarrassment. I'll be at the game tomorrow night. I'll show up there. It's hard to look at this brother. This brother showed up in a game as a starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, wearing the purple and gold. I mean, this purple and gold. This is probably the most storied franchise in basketball annals. And did a donut. Me and you were sitting on this set. He scored as many points as us. It's disgraceful. It's the same dude that averaged 6 points with 32% shooting and 13% shooting from three-point range last year in the Western Conference Finals. You're in the midst of losing 12 straight. You've lost 11 straight now. LeBron James has played in 10 of those losses, okay? They've lost 11 straight to the Denver Nuggets. It's going to be 12. Denver snatched their heart. And I feel bad for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, because together they're averaging 58.7 points on 59% shooting from the field this series. The rest of the Lakers, 43.7 points on 39% shooting. Austin Reeves, he showed us he had a post yesterday. He hadn't done much before yesterday. D'Angelo Russell showed up, didn't show up in game 1, showed up in game 2, but not when it counted after you had a 20-point lead and you let that deteriorate. And then last night you embarrassed yourself in front of the Laker fans, purple and gold, at the Crypto.com arena. It's an absolute disgrace. And then this is the same dude that, you remember, they lost to Sacramento in the regular season, and he wasn't aware of what was at stake with the seedings and everything like that. You understand? You're vying for a play-in spot or what have you. You never know. You might have been able to avoid the Denver Nuggets had you paid attention, had you been on top of it. LeBron James doesn't deserve a teammate like that. That's somebody like that that's not that prioritized, that's not that focused. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. It's a privilege to be in LA. And I've said this to Jeannie Buss, not just on television. I've said it to her personally. I've said it to Rob Pelinka personally. I've said it to Darvin Ham personally, along with others. Some of them, not LeBron, not AD, because AD's been balling this series. Now, he might have won 17 straight minutes without a point in game 2, and I get all that. But he's averaging over 30 for the series, okay? He's showing up. I told them to their face, I meant what I said on television. Certain people, it's a privilege to be in LA. That's Southern California sunshine, that weather. You got to take them out for a drive. And then you got to ask them, you want to be here? You want? There are other places you can go that ain't here. That's what you got to do with some of these people. D'Angelo Russell's one of those people. You don't even take him for a drive anymore. You just ship him out because you know you can't rely on him when it really, really counts. That means when you're going up against some dogs, he's going to wilt beneath the pressure. He has shown us this, and it's a damn shame that he has. Having said all of that, here's the whole thing as well. It's had a contagious effect. The Lakers have had double-digit leads in each of these games. They've had halftime leads in each of these games. The Denver Nuggets are toying. Michael Porter Jr. does what he wants. Aaron Gordon, the same thing. Don't get me started with Jokic. We haven't even talked about Jokic. We haven't even talked about him. It is an annihilation. I don't care about what the final score is. They're toying with them. They're playing with them. And they just let around. You saw the Lakers get out to a fast start, Molly, Jay. And then you look, and Denver just said, okay. They had their nice moment. Let's just take away at it. Let's just be right here. Let's just stay with this striking distance, lurking. And then when they want to pour it on, that's what they do. The Lakers can't get stops. They can't make three-point shots. I'm looking at the Lakers right now, and I'm saying to myself, what did you do here? This is just some embarrassing stuff right now. The Los Angeles Lakers last night, 5 of 27 from three-point range. 5 of 27. I mean, damn. You know what it was on the line. And I didn't expect them to win this series, but I thought it was going to go 6.
Really?
I thought it would go 6, Jay. I thought it would go 6. I really did. I said, you know what? LeBron ain't getting swept twice. AD ain't getting swept twice. You understand? I can't roll up the crypto with my broomsticks. I mean, come on. But this is what has happened. This is the only time I didn't want to see Darvin Ham in that coaching box. When I saw that video of D'Angelo Russell, you know who I wanted? Jerry Sloan, the late Jerry Sloan, former coach of Utah. He'd have sent his ass to the locker room. He'd have had him removed. He'd have had D'Angelo Russell removed. Am I lying?
No.
He'd have had him removed. He'd have had, right in front of everybody, he'd have said, get out. He did it to Karl Malone.
Yep.
What you think he would have done to D'Angelo Russell? It was one of those moments where you needed to walk over to him and say, get the hell out. Go back to the locker room.
Well,
pack your stuff.
I'm not going to put it all on D-Lo.
I'm not putting it all on.
I'm just clarifying that for people because they're going to see us lean into it. But if you got your ass kicked last year and you got dragged off the floor, if there's anybody that should be in the huddle trying to lead the huddle to show some animosity or some aggression towards the opponent, it needs to be him.
Yeah, especially since he's the one that let the team down last year.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
exactly my point.
And not only are they on the verge of getting swept, and I'm praying that it don't happen, that they show some pride and win tomorrow, but they're going to get swept on their own home court again. Now, let's look at the moments. You lose in the Western Conference Finals. After Anthony Davis opens training camp talking about how they ready for him because they were chirping at us when they beat us.
Last word here.
The ring ceremony, you lose. You lose the night Kobe Bryant's statue was unveiled. You lose the night LeBron James scores 40,000 points, right? And then last night, the great Michael Cooper, because if you know basketball and you know Michael Cooper, you know he was worthy of the Alcalays Hall of Fame statue that he received last night when Worthy and those brothers were celebrating him at halftime. Michael Cooper. And you lose that one too. Every single moment that the Lakers have that's a cause for celebration gets ruined by the Denver Nuggets in their face constantly.